We're going to look at the brain from many different levels. Our goal is to understand who we are in the context of the world in which we live. So at the most microscopic level, we will learn about the molecules that make up neurotransmitters and the role they play in our brain. We will also consider our brain from the level of DNA and its genetic makeup and the role that plays in our lives. At a little larger level, we will look at the neuron, the basic building block in our brain. And we will also consider collections of neurons and the ways in which they interact, including the way in which they are layered in the brain and how these different layers contribute to the complexity of our behavior. And at an even higher level, we'll look at the connections within the brain and how all of the different modules of the brain communicate with one another. Finally, looking at the overall brain itself and what it does as an entity. We will also think about what goes on in terms of what we typically call the mind, our thoughts and the meaning that they have in our lives, and how that is connected to and is derived from the operation of our brain itself. We will also look at the most global level, how our behavior in social groups is influenced by what our brain does and the operation of the internal modules in it. So across the different levels at which we can study the brain, we will look to develop a coherent picture of what is going on inside our brain and how we can use that understanding from each of these levels to design optimized learning environments for ourselves and for those with whom we work.